Hello everyone. It is Susan with Susie Simply Handmade. I'll show you a really quick, simple way to make a pretty burlap flower. This is a 6 by 6 inch piece of burlap. Then we are going to be using some pliers, measuring tape, scissors, glue tool, and a skewer. You're going to take your burlap and you're going to leave a few strips along the edge here, a few threads along the edge, and you are going to take your pliers and you are going to pull these out one by one. Don't let your cross ones come out, just pull your ones that are sticking out here, pull these out, and then leave those just like that. Pull them out all the way across. Goes pretty quick if you're pulling them the right direction. Now if you pull from this side, it may be a little more difficult. If you find it's difficult to pull them out, you may be going the wrong way with your fabric. So just pull them all the way out. It's a pretty quick process. You can use your fingers, but pliers make it so much quicker and easier on you. Whoops. And if you pull out one going across the other direction, don't worry about it, just keep going. Pull them all out just like this. So it's going to start to look like this. And then you will end up with something that looks like this. Okay, you have a couple on the bottom. Don't pull them all out. You want to leave a couple here and a couple up here. When you get to that stage, you are going to glue those two edges together. We're going to hot glue them together. So we're going to put glue along the strands that we did not pull out down here. Then you are carefully going to take your other thick edge here where you left some strands across. And this is also the edge of my fabric here where it's sewn, so that makes it nice too. It helps hold it together a little better. Get those extra threads out of the way. Then you're going to have something that looks like this. Okay? Then you are just simply going to take your skewer and you're going to put a little glue here on the end, right like that. Lay your skewer down and you are going to roll. And you're going to use a little glue as you go. Just going to roll it up. Now this is going to make a pretty large flower because it's 6 by 6, but you can also cut your squares 4 by 4, 3 by 3, whatever size flower you would like to make. Squeeze that really, really well. You are going to end up with something that kind of looks like that, which that's pretty already. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can shape this flower. You can leave it standing like that and just kind of work on it and get it however you want it to look. It'll kind of look like a standing rose. And you could wrap it a little higher if you would like to kind of hold it together a little tighter. So you can definitely do that. Or you can open it, flatten it out, press that up against to where your dowel rod or your skewer is flat, and then we are going to add something in the center. So I'm going to show you 3 different options for your center of your flower. You can either go fancy and add a little pearl in the center, which is very, very pretty. Whoops. Or you could go more rustic with a little brown button there in the middle. Just makes it look more farmhouse country. Some old vintage buttons. These are really cute. I'd have to cut the little thing off to get it centered, but look how cute that is. If you have a button like this, all you have to do is just cut off that little hook on the back, and they're plastic, so most of the time you can just bend them, break them off, take a little hot glue, pop that right in the center. I really like that. That is pretty. So see how pretty that is? And you can kind of glue it up a little bit if you want to around the button, or you can leave it down. There's so many options with these. Let me show you another option. This one I made just using the strings that I pulled out. So I have these two. Let me show you how I did it. So I just took the strings and I kind of lined them all up in my hand, the ones that I pulled out. Just line them up in your hand. And then I started to just take sections about this thick. I started to fold them over and make petals, okay? So I folded a handful like that. Then I got another little section. Let me show you. And I did the same thing. Now this one might be thinner because I don't have as many. But I just want to show you an example of how you can use these and not have to throw them out. That way you're not wasting any part of the burlap. So then I have another little section, and of course they're not evened up, but just start to add those together. And once you get all of them, you can kind of start to shape them. Now you'll have a piece pop out every now and then that you didn't get folded correctly. Just fold it back down and put it back in your hand. Make sure that you get everything in there, you know, so that none of them are popping out like that, because you will have some do that. If, like, this is a little short one, we won't use that one. So get them all in a bunch like that. They will end up looking like this once you kind of adjust them and move them around. And then I just use some extra ones of those same pieces that I pulled out to tie around the base of it. And that's all that you do. Very, very simple. So you have your main flower, and then you have your little flower that you make out of the leftovers. And that's how quick and simple this is. So leave me a comment to let me know what you think about this idea. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.